Mhm. So, for years we've been, fighting against certain types of injustices, whether it be police brutality, violence in the community, racial injustice, different types of prejudice, even on the job stuff. Whatever the situation is that we need to speak out about, we speak out about it, and we totally support other movements as well. So right now, one big thing that we're doing is the justice for Ahmaud Arbery. All right, so we're really helping push that. But there's someone else that we feel like everybody needs to know her name, just like we had to know Sandra Bland's name and others who have been killed during police brutality. We need to be able to say all the names that are affected because it's not just black males. You know what I'm saying? Black females are also being killed by the police. Also, black children are being killed by the police. Hispanics as well. And in the case of Zachary Hammond, a white guy killed by the police. And so, we try not to leave anybody out of the whole element of bringing awareness and raising awareness. So I want to talk to you guys about the case of Breonna Taylor. This right here is my storyboard. And on my storyboard, what we do is we review cases that have come up in different types of news media. Now, you may have seen this right here on Sean King's page and other pages, but I kind of wanted to help shed some light on it and give my Facebook friends and followers a little insight on this case as well. So her name was Breonna Taylor, 26 years old. She's an EMT, an award-winning EMT. I mean, really was out there helping in the community. But on the night of March 13th, 2020, at 1 a.m., she was killed by Louisville Metro Police in a botched raid. So what they did was they didn't announce themselves or anything. They had a warrant for somebody's arrest. They haven't named that suspect yet, but they had a warrant for someone's arrest. And instead of them knocking and announcing themselves, they used a battering ram to break down her door. They entered her home, rushed into her bedroom where she was sleeping, woke her and her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, up. Her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, now it's dark, you know what I'm saying? They're both in the bed. She's nude. She's nude. She's completely nude in the bed. He jumps up. He has his gun. He fires a shot. He shoots one of the officers, not knowing it's a police officer, wounding that officer in the leg. In return, the other officers who entered the room shot back at him 22 times. 8 of those bullets struck Breonna Taylor, killing her. Now she's laying in her bed with her man, sleep. All of a sudden, somebody knocks in the door, kicks in the door, busts up in the bedroom, screaming and yelling with bright flashlights or whatever. He fires a shot, shoots one of the officers. They, in return, fire back 22 times, striking her 8 times, killing her. Kenneth Walker was arrested. He was charged with attempted murder and assault. His bond was like $250,000, but the judge released him. But anyway, with all that being said, him being charged with attempted murder and assault, them killing her, arresting him, it turns out that it wasn't even the right house. In fact, the person they were looking for was already in police custody. And so I say that to say this. We have to look at all injustices and we must share every injustice because you know what? It's happening around this country at an alarming rate. And like I said, it's a shame that it basically has been carried on like this for the past couple of months, where the city basically treated Breonna like she was a criminal. The police literally called her a suspect and said they killed the suspect. And for weeks until they were finally forced to tell the truth, they were saying it was a suspect that was killed and the officer that was injured. They had no drugs in the house. They aren't drug dealers, never had a drug charge or anything. She was an EMT and she worked very hard in the community. Her name was Breonna Taylor. All right, so say her name, Breonna Taylor. They had the wrong apartment, the wrong house, whatever it was. They had the wrong people. They killed the wrong person. You feel me? They shot her 8 times. She laying there in the bed with her man. They shot her 8 times after firing 22 rounds. And not only that, they already had the person in custody that they busted into her house that they thought they was going to arrest. So you guys share the video. And like I said, say her name, Breonna Taylor. We got to get this out there. And we got to keep all names out there that have died by the hands of any type of brutality, whether it's police brutality, whether it's gang brutality, whether it's any type of crime, black on black crime, white on white crime, whatever. You know, we need to keep these names out there and hold people accountable. And when we speak on accountable, we mean complete accountability. That's accountability on all sides of the map, not just focusing on one group of people or one race of people. But if you kill my brother, I want you to be held responsible. I want you to be held accountable. If you take my friend's life, I want you to be held accountable. If you're a police officer and you do something like this, you need to be held accountable. And so share the video, and you guys remember, say her name, Breonna Taylor. Peace.